new studios, one that's outdoors, and space to host live audiences. The facility, it's going to open in 2021 and will practically be neighbors with Jared Goff.
We're going to defer, and we're going to kick it that way. Nice and sticky today. I like it. I wasn't part of the last year when Dak said, we're going to kick off. And I said, great. Have a little energy, have a little juice, all right? It starts with us. Good job, D. Let's go win it. I don't care what's happening at this point. Let's go win it right now. Come on. Good job. You like that? You like that? Wait, I love that. Good job. Oh, yeah! Let's go! Let's go, D. Will! Way to go.
So where does PFF say Goff ranks among quarterbacks who currently hold a playoff spot? He's behind some guys you might expect, but also Kirk Cousins and Daniel Jones, ranking last among the projected playoff quarterbacks and 22nd overall. So a little concerning for Rams fans, but is it concerning for you, Steve? Does Goff need to improve and at least maybe match some of the NFC's best quarterbacks to have success in the playoffs?
If you say a matching, are you talking about like goldfish, old Mother May matching? Because, I mean, he has that down pat. But if you're talking about statistically, it's just not going to happen. And here's why. Sean McVay is building this offense. He's built this offense to have a ton of moving parts. And that one important piece of that moving part is Jared Goff, but he no longer relies on just one individual. He has implemented a lot of different parts, and to make that engine go, they have done that and adapted by drafting a running back, letting Cam Akers take over, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Garrett Everett. They have all these different guys. They run the ball on the edges, get outside, and then that allows Jared Goff to be comfortable, make him boots and get out there and screen. So they are extremely comfortable with where he is. When you compare him to Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and all these other guys, it just isn't happening because that's not the way they're built anymore.
But I think that's why the Rams are a very dangerous team in the playoffs, because they have that balance. Jared Goff's never going to outplay the Aaron Rodgerses or the Russell Wilsons of the world in the playoffs, but he doesn't have to because he's got the best team around him. Sean McVay, like you mentioned, has developed this offense where the quarterback can manage the game as long as he plays that mistake-free football, takes what the defense gives him. They're going to win a lot of games because they got the second best defense in the NFL, and they got all those playmakers at receiver, running back, tight end. So this is an opportunity for Jared Goff to not have to try to match Russell Wilson and still win these games.
Yeah, but you said something, Joe. You said mistake-free football is what they need from Jared Goff, and he hadn't given them that. You know, in 4 games prior to last week's win versus the Cardinals, he had 10 turnovers, 10, 6 interceptions, 4 fumbles, and just 4 touchdowns. So that, and for once in his 4 years with them, Jared Goff, Coach McVay called him out. He played better last week with no turnovers, but that's what they need from him. He cannot turn the ball over. And he went 2-2 in those 4 games. Great defenses against San Francisco, great defense in Miami. Those teams beat him. Jared Goff has to play better when he plays those top defenses that can stop the run and put pressure on Jared Goff. Make him win the game. They lose those games.
But, Irv, I think that was a turning point in the season for Jared Goff. He did get called out.
Absolutely.
And then he played much better last week.
Right.
That was a huge moment because he realized he doesn't have to match Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't have to try to play MVP football like Russell Wilson. He's just got to be the best version of Jared Goff because this offense and these weapons around him and that defense, of course, is built to win in the NFC. They don't need anything
But
superhuman.
We're going to see a disciplined defense tonight, a disciplined defense that don't get lost with the eye candy, and that's what he's going to have to beat. The defense that do not get lost with the eye candy, and you have to beat them with your arm.
Oh, I wonder if Irv there is teasing us on what his pick is going to be tonight. Did he just tip his own pick? Uh-oh. Aaron Donald, we'll see if he can tip any picks tonight. We'll be back after this.
And this is third Thursday night football on the NFL Network. Look, it's going up on Thursday night, you know we go high. Yeah. First official TNF game debut at SoFi. The matchup looks familiar and I know why. The Patriots and Rams faced off in Super Bowl 53, no lie. Superman can, that boy electric with his hands. Versus Aaron Donald, his tackles leave you frozen where you stand. Who you got? I mean, you never count the Pats out of the plan, but NFC's West first place is in the Rams' hands. Let's get to it.
Welcome to NFL Game Day Kickoff, presented by Amazon.
The Patriots and Cam Newton scrapping their way back to 6-6, holding out hope for a wild card spot at the end of this month, but they got to do what they did 2 years ago in the Super Bowl and beat this Rams team first. Of course, that was Brady. Now it's Cam, and that is Jared Goff and his crew trying to hold on to that top spot in the NFL's toughest division, all making for an amazing Week 14 kickoff. Hello, friends. We closed out Week 13 together, and here we are back again just 2 days later to get Week 14 rolling. My name's Colleen Wolfe, live from SoFi Stadium. Steve Smith Sr., Michael Irvin, and Joe Thomas are ready to rock with you coming up in just a bit. But let's begin with the standings in the NFC West. The Rams and Seahawks both 8-4, but the Rams win over the Seahawks here at SoFi Week 10 gives them the tiebreaker. And if you think the NFC West is competitive, take a look at the AFC playoff picture here. The Chiefs already clinched, so 9 teams are fighting for 6 spots. New England currently that 10th seed at 6-6. They need to get it going tonight to avoid missing the postseason for the first time since 2008. And in case you forgot, the last time the Rams played the Pats, well, a Super Bowl happened. And Robert Woods, well, there he is on the field. Of course, that night in Atlanta, the Patriots collected their 6th Lombardi trophy in Atlanta at the Super Bowl.
Good evening from Atlanta, Super Bowl 53.
How bad you want it? How bad you want it? How bad you want it? Come on! Let's go eat!
Brady's ball in the air. It's picked off on his first throw.
You gotta go quick!
Yes. And this is why the Rams can really wreck the game. Goff steps up. He's going for the big ball to the end zone. Oh, and it's knocked out of his hands.
I make another mistake all night, boys.
Gronk, I need you. Lobs a throw for Gronkowski, left side, makes the catch. Gives him a show. Touchdown, Patriots.
You know they're taking shots down the field now.
Off his back foot, he throws the ball. Gilmore's there, intercepted at the 4. And the kick is good. And the Patriots have won their 6th Super Bowl title.
20 Rams and 18 Patriots remain from that Super Bowl team. Steve Weich, he remembers it well, and he has more on tonight's rematch. Isn't that right, Steve?
That's right, Colleen. And as much as these teams try to say, oh, these are distant times, it happened a long time ago, not all is forgotten, as both teams have watched a lot of tape of that Super Bowl game just to pick up to see if there's any tendencies or nuances or basic principles that are still in play. But in terms of the way things change, we know there's personnel. The Rams, no Todd Gurley or Ndamukong Suh. And of course, Tom Brady is gone for the Patriots. But Patriots head coach Bill Belichick said today that one thing you really notice is the Rams aren't an 11 personnel team anymore, a 1 running back, 1 tight end team. They do a lot of 12 personnel. And of course, the Patriots are a power running game. But Aaron Donald, the Rams defensive tackle, when I talk about things aren't always forgotten, said, yes, playing the Patriots, this does want you to have a little payback. Colleen?
Oh, I love that, Steve. I'm sure the Rams would love to exercise some of those Super Bowl demons tonight here at SoFi. That Super Bowl, a night Jared Goff would like to forget. He and the Rams offense completely shut down by Bill Belichick. And ever since, they haven't quite reached that same level they were operating at before that game. Their offensive numbers down across the board. Let's bring in Steve, Joe, and Irv here. We watched Belichick hold an offense averaging 33 points a game that season at just 3 points. Still the fewest in that span in the McVay era. So, Joe, how did Belichick do it?
Yeah, Belichick had a great game plan on defense in that Super Bowl 53, limiting Sean McVay and that great offense. So let's take a look at exactly what made that game plan so effective. You know, Sean McVay loves condensed offensive formations where the receivers are really close to the offensive lineman, as you can see here, right? the Patriots played a 6-1 type look with the idea of setting the edges with their outside linebacker types. It kind of forces the ball back inside to their big defensive tackles who play more than one gap, and they kind of wad everything up and give the Rams nowhere to run. Fast forward to this season, Patriots disciple Brian Flores is going to show you how to disrupt Jared Goff in the passing game. Walk guys up, force quick throws with blitzes, and Jared Goff tends to be a little bit inaccurate. Right. Now, Belichick and the Patriots offshoots, they've all done a really good job against Sean McVay, which is interesting because Sean McVay is usually pretty good against just about everybody else in the NFL. So I'm really interested to see where this chess match goes. You said they play a lot more 12 personnel than they did in the Super Bowl when they were playing a lot more 11. But I think the key tonight for the Rams and for the Patriots, it's all going to be about first down. The Rams need to stay on track. They need to get positive yards on first down. And the Patriots game plan, it's going to be blitz. It's going to be force Jared Goff to throw on first down, force those incompletions with pressure in his face, and that's their best chance to win.
Well, lucky for us, we get to see it again tonight. Belichick and McVay, they get another shot at each other. Nowhere near the same prize at the end, but still satisfying nonetheless. So, Steve, what should Belichick's game plan be for McVay this time around?
Well, I don't know if Joe was looking at my research, but goodness gracious, that's exactly what I was thinking as well.
Yes.
So great minds think alike, right? And what really can hurt Jared Goff is really what Bill Belichick will do is take away everything, take away all those fast novelties, take away all those luxury things, and allow Jared Goff to beat the New England Patriots. And we know that has not been the case. You see in Miami, when they play Brian Flores' team, what did he do? He made Jared Goff make mistakes. And the same thing here is going to happen. However, Sean McVay knows, because he's already experienced it, now I believe he has a game plan. He's going to allow that, but he's also going to establish the run and keep Jared Goff from panicking and getting those happy feet.
And it goes back to our earlier conversation. You know, Joe, you did a great job of showing all of those defensive linemen stacked right there. That is to say, we are not allowing you to beat us running this football. We're going to tell our corners to drive on this football every time Jared Goff throws the football. We're going to keep everything in front of us. And we're not going to give him the big play to see if he can matriculate this ball down the field. And then what else they do, they come in and say, that was our first half game plan. We're going to throw a whole new game plan at you in the second half, so when you go in the locker room and work on the first half, you wasted that locker room time. That's what they did to them in the Super Bowl. That's what they'll be looking to do tonight.
Goff had 6 picks in his last 5 games, so yeah, pressuring Goff into making some mistakes seems like the right route to take here. The Patriots defense, too, has been coming together over these past 5 weeks. After a slow start, this team's 4-1 over their last 5. Defense, like I just said, playing better. The offense is scoring close to 10 more points per game compared to the first half of the season. Irv, a big reason why, that running game.
You better believe it, and this is the man that makes that running game go right here. He leads right now all NFL running backs with a Pro Football Focus grade of 90.3. I don't think I've ever said that on TV before, but I put it out because it's right there on the screen right now. 5.1 yards per carry. Get this, he leads the Patriots in scrimmage yards also, and that's so funny because he only caught 4 passes and 5 targets. Joe, that tells you how important he is because nobody as a wide receiver is really doing that much for that football team.
Yeah, a guy on the other side of the ball doing some good stuff is New England Patriots rookie Michaek Irvin. And his best attribute is his versatility. He's playing left guard here, showing a little bit of nastiness, opening up the big hole in the run game. The coaches love a player that can play on both sides. Here, Michael's flipping over to the right guard, showing great technique with the inside cutoff versus the Chiefs. But the most impressive part from this guy, that versatility, being able to jump out to tackle and lock down J.J. Watt, showing great footwork there, giving Cam Newton the time and the space to deliver the football down the field. Every team in the NFL would love to clone a guy like this to be able to have him on their offensive line.
I can tell you this, Lawrence Guy is wreaking havoc. And you can say, Steve, well, how is he wreaking havoc? The Patriots only second lowest pressure, only giving up pressures ranked in the last and the end. Yes, But wreaking havoc does not mean getting pressure completely in the backfield. It's just getting in the way. It's like when you're at a barbecue and it's a fly. The fly can't kill you or sting you, but it just gets in the way and keeps you on your mind. And Jared Goff is 46% win pressure, so that's not good.
Well, you know what? Let's get some special teams love in here. Patriots special teams captain Matthew Slater, 8-time Pro Bowler and son of Rams Hall of Fame tackle Jackie Slater. Jackie played 20 NFL seasons, all of them with the Rams. So Matthew was raised right here in the LA area, attended UCLA, and just like Dad, he played his entire career with one team after the Patriots drafted him in 2008. And there he is there getting a little jog in. Obviously, LA is a very special city for Matthew and the Slater family. So who's leaving this game tonight a star? Perhaps it'll be Matthew Slater. Perhaps it'll be this guy right here, Stephon Gilmore.